So in your departments, the LiveBinders has kind of worked because you're really concerned about the students' experience coming out of it ready to go, like they're getting what they need. What I'm hearing is the professors are really engaged at that level too. Like they really have a say about the coursework that is going out to the students. Like there's a lot more engagement than I imagined.
Yeah.
So if you
Yes.
are kind of picking the course material from whatever, the instructor is finding as relevant, right? They're a major part of that curation. How is it happening in other departments? Like what, if you didn't have LiveBinders, how are you doing that? How are you bringing in, the Pearson video in one sequence, and maybe it's McGraw-Hill, or maybe it's like you have their, Khan Academy, because it just happens, the instructor finds it right. How is that happening otherwise? Are they not on the same agenda as both of you are articulating in your departments? Because that's really interesting to me.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because my dean went to graduation recently, and at the graduation they have all the deans and assistant deans that attend this big meeting. And during the meeting, one of the deans made a comment about a way to organize resources so that students would use them. And my dean said, we have that. And then another dean made another comment. I don't remember what it was about, but it was something related to, just in time. And my dean said, we have that. And she actually started talking about the LiveBinders because both the science department and the math department, which are both in the School of Gen Ed under my dean, use the LiveBinders very effectively.
Mm-hmm.
And so she started talking about it. And 2 weeks ago, I had to do 2 separate 1-hour-long meetings to show the deans and assistant deans in the other schools at our university how we're using LiveBinders in math and science, because they are interested in potentially adopting them for use in the departments across the other schools. So yeah, it's spreading. It's starting to spread. It's taken a while. It's taken longer than it should have, but it's starting to spread at our institution. I brought LiveBinders in when I arrived 10 years ago. And science started using them about 3-4 years ago, because the assistant chair in science used to be a faculty member in the math department. So she actually was very familiar with them. When she went over as assistant chair, she convinced her chair to start using them, and now they're using them very effectively. And it took longer than I thought it would for it to start to spread, but it's finally starting.